Alright, everybody. I think it's Thursday. Pretty sure it's Thursday. Right now I'm pedaling up Route 1. Left New Smyrna Beach, I don't know, about an hour and a half ago, maybe. Heading towards Daytona Beach. Maybe gonna camp in Ormond Beach tonight. Haven't decided yet. But while I'm riding up Route 1, A18 Beachfront Avenue, I figured it's a good time for this first installment of Sea Stories. So let's kick off the Sea Stories with, why is my nickname Madman? Now, having been in the Navy and the Coast Guard, my life is just weird. I've had different groups of friends have different nicknames for me. The nickname Madman came from the plank owner crew of the Coast Guard cutter Cypress. Plank owner crew just means we were the original crew for that ship. We got a delivery of a brand new 225-foot buoy tender up in Marinette, Wisconsin. Sailed it through the Great Lakes. And when I was on it, it was stationed in Mobile, Alabama. I think now it's in Alaska, last I heard. That ship has moved home port several times. Anyways, here is the story of Madman. Marinette, Wisconsin was a place where my alcoholism took me to some dark places, and there wasn't a whole lot to do other than go to the shipyard in the day and study all the systems on the ships, and then nothing to do at night. We stayed in hotels, and there was like 3 or 4 bars on every block, so we were pretty much drinking, or at least I was. I can't speak for the whole crew. And somebody's blowing her horn, but not at me, so that's cool. Anyways, that shipyard was building 2 different class of buoy tenders for the Coast Guard at the time. So every 6 months, a new Coast Guard crew would show up, and another would leave. And every Coast Guard crew that left, including ours, left with a few more Coast Guard wives. So, a lot of the guys in that town didn't really like the Coast Guard. So, one night, sitting in a bar, about a block away from the hotel, a few members of the crew were in there, and I was sitting by myself at the bar, slamming down some Captain and Cokes because sailors drink rum. And a woman came and sat down next to me at the bar. A little bit younger than me. I was in my 30s at the time. Beautiful woman. Started making small talk. And I need to pause my story while I figure out how to get around this guy blocking the bike lane. Alright, just gonna jump in the traffic, hope nobody hits me. Alright, here we go. Back to the story. So she sits down, she buys me a Captain Coke. Making small talk. I was in a pretty foul mood for whatever reason. I don't know. I was in a foul mood all the time back then. And as I made small talk with this woman, I felt somebody tap me on the shoulder. I turned around, or no, they didn't even turn around. I was in the process of turning around. And I was saying, "What's up?" Thinking maybe it was a member of our crew. And I spun around, and 2 huge dudes, like I'm 5'6", they were well over 6 feet tall, both of them, and just built like a brick shithouse, each of them. And they immediately start telling me how they don't appreciate the Coast Guard guys picking up women at the bar. And I tried just talk my way out of it and say, look, man, I'm not trying to pick up anybody. She sat down next to me. She can leave. I don't care. I have no interest. But they didn't take that answer. It became obvious I was about to get the shit kicked out of me. And I quickly scanned around the bar. I got more traffic problems here. Holy crap. Alright, here we go. Man, this story's going to go long just because I keep having to deal with so much traffic issues. It's bike week, so a lot of motorcycles, a lot of cars, trucks, everything. So, like I was saying, I scanned the bar to see if any of my crew noticed what was going on. And nobody did. Everybody was like playing foosball, playing pool, just hanging out. So, to avoid getting my ass beat, I did the only thing I could think of in the moment, and I just pulled a psycho routine. I belted out this crazy rant that started with, "You don't want to fuck with me, I'm a madman." And I did that loud enough that my entire crew heard and came over to see what was going on. But yeah, I just started ranting at these two dudes that I was going to knock them out, get their address from their wallets, do horrible, horrible things. Unspeakable things. I said the most disgusting, vile things I could think of just to think. So they would think I was too crazy to mess with, and it kind of worked. It was a combination of that and my buddies rushing over to see what was going on. Saved me from getting stomped. And then, not everybody right away, but a lot of members of the crew that were there that night just started calling me madman, and then the captain picked up on it. The captain very rarely called me by my rate and rank or my name. He just called me madman, either in person or on the radio. It's kind of a problem with some of the officers. Our engineering officer told me it was inappropriate, like I'm supposed to correct the captain on the radio. But yeah, that's a short, multiple interruptions from traffic story about how I got my nickname. And it kind of stuck because, like I was saying at the start of this video, I was in the real deep depths of my alcoholism at that point, and I was just miserable every day. Going through my first divorce. Yeah, I've got two. A lot of veterans do. Or more. I got a buddy who's got 6 ex-wives. But the nickname Madman stuck. I had a temper, kind of an asshole. And, you know, my therapist says I'm getting much better. Anyways, I probably should stop recording and pay closer attention to all these cars that are not paying attention. Like, I'm just as bad as the cars right now. I'm shooting a video while I'm going down the road, and I constantly complain about cars driving with not looking where they're going, so hypocrite, party of one. Anyways, it's a beautiful day. I hope you guys enjoyed that short little sea story. More to come.